Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. So we headed back to Korkabukau and we're looking at purchasing this shiny new Victory. It'll only have 2 upgrade slots, but it's got a standard repair cooldown time, 29 repair slots. It only costs 1800 for the repairs, which is pretty decent. And it's got a grey improved magazine access to optimised rudder and a reinforced rudder. So even if we get shot on the rudder, things shouldn't go too poorly for us. Now we're going to buy it up. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Outpost. Well, I'm actually not using our benign one at the moment, so may as well close that. Just so we can get a bit of a cheaper one here. Alright. Victory. Purchase. Probably going to run into an issue purchasing the cannons for the ship, as it will be, or at least I think for the most part it actually requires better than what we have. So we've got, we'll be probably doing the same thing, having longs on there. So we need 2, 3, 2 in the front and the back. That's all right. So we can leave our hang on, take off the guns first on the Bologna. And our upgrades. Now, I'm not really going to be chasing anyone down in the Victory, so I won't worry about forward chases. Where are we going? There we go. Alrighty, so that's our class 2s, class 3s, and these are 5s. Now we can stick them on, but I'd rather get class 4s, to be honest. So we're going to go to the shop and we're going to see how much it'll actually cost us to get class 1. Okay, that's actually quite reasonable. Purchase class 1 and then go and purchase class 4 longs. That's great. And the Victory is all kitted out, basically. Now we just have to decide what we're going to take. I feel extra hammocks for the crew is going to be important. And probably stick with our improved magazine access for the moment. I'm going to warehouse this stuff rather than carry it around with me. Just check to see that there aren't any upgrades we can purchase. No, that's all our upgrades. Alright, well let's take this this beauty out. Ah. There we go. Repair kits. Let's just buy 10 for the moment. We shouldn't need more, realistically. I mean, if we need more, probably sinking. Alright, we'll see if we can get into a bit of mischief. I think we should have roughly a similar percentage of crew. Oh no, we're only on 52. Darn. Well, that'll make us a little bit slower than we'd like. Fight going on over there, closed. Yeah. Wait, where's that Bologna fleet? That's not it, is it? Is it one back there? While I wouldn't win against a Bologna fleet, especially heavily undercrewed, I'm not overly fussed. Alright, who's on? Swabs? Cool. And Dutch. Might be able to meet up with them later if they're in the area. Well, there it is. We'll see if we can reach it. If it's heading in the wrong direction, we're not going to be able to make it, unfortunately. Having the extra deck would be helpful. And, of course, the extra armour. But no, it looks like it's heading upwind of us. Well, we can always test our guns out on the Navy Brig. Yeah, that's not so good. I was hoping that we'd be a little bit higher on the crew percentage. Well, we'll hit up this this Navy Brig first. Just do a little bit of test firing. And then we'll see if we can actually find something decent. It doesn't really matter what we find, whether it's a Mercury or what have you. There does seem to be some relevance in terms of the level of ship that you're versing. I noticed I got more XP and gold when I was playing in the frigate, going up against even small ships, than I was playing against the Bologna, going up against similar sized ships. In any case, should be quite nice to be sailing this beauty of a ship again. It's been a long time since the sea trials. And of course, I did notice with the Bologna that these things do handle differently. Which is great. Well, it's good. I mean, they were a little bit arcadey in the sea trials. I mean, it still is arcadey in the way that we play the game, but the feeling's a bit different. Actually, with 4 chasers on the front, we may look at investing in potentially getting some longs. Just because we could actually do some damage even if we had to sail towards an enemy ship before getting there. I was thinking it was only 2 at the front. Always get mixed up with that sort of thing. So as you can see, we're turning pretty slowly. And that includes how fast our masts are turning, that sort of thing, how long it takes everything to get realigned. Prefer to hold off until we can get a decent arc of fire on the Navy Brig. Really don't want to be firing more than 2 or 3 broadsides at it. If we just leave it until it gets in range, that'll be able to take care of it quite handily. It's the annoying thing, or with, I don't think any exceptions, it will always take more than 1 broadside to sink a ship. Just due to repairs. Especially as there is now no carronades, or well, no full carronades on the big ships of the line. Okay, looks like the Navy Brigs actually joined the match to help out their ally. So we're going to be here for a little while. Unless we run. As you can see, completely ate the armour on one side and the front. And they will probably be able to recover from that. A little bit annoying. All we can really do is wait for our reloads and just sail on. mean, not that there's anything that these Navy brigs can do to us. Like, it's not even registering on our bar in the top that we've taken damage yet. Because the Bologna certainly would have taken, shown that we'd taken damage from those hits. It just goes to show the different class the Victory is in. First rate compared to a third rate. Let's see if we can actually hit it. No. They're too high, unfortunately. Well, that's a shame. We were a bit high. But yes, I might continue on in the Bologna for the moment, as we really can't handle the Victory with this crew at the moment, as it stands. It's very impressive, but very, very slow. Next thing we'll be on the lookout for is the Santissima. I certainly want to get my hands on one of those. There we go. It looks like it's registering a bit of damage from these hits from the 3 Navy brigs. I've never actually noticed the figurehead before. That's kind of cool. Alright, well this is probably enough showing off the Bologna. I'll wrap this up and come back... sorry, the Victory. Enough showing off of the Victory. I'll wrap this up and come back once we've actually got something more interesting to show. See you then. Alright, so we legged it out of the battle with the Navy brigs. I've actually spotted a lone Bologna. This is going to be absolutely perfect for us to go up against. It's not enough of a threat that we'll be sunk going in the unaccrued Victory. At least we shouldn't be. But it presents enough of a challenge that we can actually look and see how the two ships compare to a degree. Naturally, we won't be putting out quite as much fire as we should. Hey, we got an excellent. So it's going to come upwind to us anyway. Though it may take slightly longer. Oh no, it's positioned us fairly close, which is good. So we're going to take advantage of our longs, try and take some shots at it as it comes upwind. And yeah. Hopefully do enough damage that we don't have to worry about getting sunk ourselves. Well, yeah, we're very lucky here, actually. It hasn't put us too far apart. I quite like the little bell house there, actually. Nice to see it so prominent. Now, our objective, apart from sinking it, will be just to take note of how much damage we take. We're starting off a little bit hurt, but no more than, I think, 2% anywhere on the ship. Hardly enough to actually worry about. Okay, gotta raise up a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna let fly about there. Most of the damage will probably go into their sails. A little bit. Took out one of their guns too, which is nice. makes a nice change. Us taking out the AI's guns rather than our own. Also need to take note of the gun loss that we have as well. Our guns go 16, 15, 15 and 7. So it'll be important just to see how many guns we lose and how quickly we lose them. I would turn, but with the crew the way they are, the amount of time it'll take is just not worth it, and I don't want to switch them from gunnery at the moment because that'll just slow down our reloading. Mind you, if they cross behind us, we'll swing around. Okay, yep, we'll swing around. Not too shabby. We are going to pop someone on the leak though, just quickly. Get that dealt with and out of the way. It was a bit more reasonable than I expected. And we did a tiny little chip on the front. We lost one gun. Actually from the other side. That's interesting. And two more. We are going to wait until we get a full broadside exposed here. Just to maximise our hits and damage output. A little bit high. Still a little bit high. About right, drop it another bit. There we go. Yep, so they've hit us with 3 broadsides and we've hit them with 1. And that's really the difference. It's quite nice, especially having those first-class cannons. Though, the crew, just how slow everything is, it's so rough. We're very much just going to have to wait and see how the AI goes. I would not be confident versing a player Bologna with our current crew. Just try and put some distance here. Hopefully they will give us the wind. if we're lucky, we might be able to set up and just sit there facing broadsides against each other. Not the most exciting thing to watch, but save me the hassle of trying to turn this skyscraper of a vessel. And of course all the problems that we had with the Bellona are amplified in the Victory. So not just the slow turns, but the longer reloads, dealing with repairs, hull damage, so on and so forth. But the damage is very, very nice. So yeah, that's the Victory for you. It'd be great when it's fully crewed. I think it's 800. No, you can put 1,000 people on the Victory. Okay. I'm sorry, I thought it was like 840 or around there. How very strange. I mean, I guess it's not that strange. I'm just surprised that I was so off. 150 people, I guess, isn't too bad, but nonetheless. My biggest worry actually is running out of guns before we sink them. A little bit higher than we want. There we go. Nice little exchange. Get our repairs on, get those leaks under control. And potentially slide in behind the Bellona here. The difference between the standard ball and double shot really isn't worth our time doing the reloads. Okay. That might even pop a repair on them. It's kind of funny seeing everything kind of reduced back to being in almost like we're in small ships again, just very slow, small ships. Comparable amounts of damage. There's a lot less strategy and a lot less manoeuvring going on, and everything becomes concentrated on making sure your shots hit at the correct time. Goes from being, I guess you'd call it, what would you call it? Just, like, you can see the difference how small ships, it's very much one-on-one encounters, whereas these big ships, The only time strategy really comes into it is if they're in a line or something similar like that. In any case, we'll wait until this is wrapped up. I'll actually speed up the rest of the match, just so you guys don't have to sit through all the pondering. See you on the other side. Alright, and we're back. Well, the balloon is finally sinking. You know things are bad when the Bellona is looking like a speedy, maneuverable, agile ship. I think realistically we should be able to do better than a Bellona in the Victory. However, with our crew the way it is, that's not going to be the case. Which is actually a-okay for the moment. And we're definitely going to run back to our Bellona and apologise for leaving it. Say we're never going to do so again until we get decent crew numbers. Might be a bit late to hit this broadside, but the Bellona's done for anyway, so we're not really too worried about hitting it anymore. And because, of course, I think the AI still only have the one repair. Don't need to worry about it repairing itself again, even though it's been probably about 10 minutes since they last got some shots off. We're actually taking on a little bit of water here. Probably worthwhile popping out repair. So, rather impressive. We wouldn't really want to go up against more than two, or more than one of them, really. I think two of them might be able to finish us off, and we certainly wouldn't want to go against a player who was fully crewed. But the victory held up reasonably well, and we can look at what sort of rewards we're going to be left with for this battle once the repairs have kicked in or finished up. So, just break momentarily and come back once we're done. See you then. So, 8,600 gold, almost 700 XP, and a coffer of tea. Just great. Well, we'll probably have to leave it here for today, sorry everyone. As usual, it has been Death Stimulator. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know, and please consider liking, commenting, favoriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. We'll see you all next time.